Hey everyone, welcome back. Well, it's Thursday, and tomorrow morning we will be at the Chester market for the first Friday market of the year. It's at a nice old train station in Chester, nice outdoor market. So I've got a couple of trees that I want to take, but the pots have issues on them. So these three tamaracks I need to put into this pot, this new pot. So this pot has a few cracks in it, and it was one of the pots that I made with the fine sand. They just get these really small cracks in them. So they're fine for training pots. So these tamaracks have been in this pot for over a year, and they come out really easy. And they've really bonded together well. So they kind of become like one tree. So I want to remove as much of this soil as I can so I can give them a nice new bunch of compost to feed on. So we'll get a bunch of this soil scratched out of it. Big worm living in there. I really like the way the tamaracks look with three trees in them. And I'll be able to put three more in this training pot and develop them for a year. It takes about a year for them to all bond together with the roots and get good enough to where I'd want to sell them. So using the tree compost, it really pays for me to get as much out of here as I can so I can give it a nice fresh dose of it, because the trees are feeding on it all the time, using up the nutrients in it. But it's still really good stuff even after a year. That should be enough so I can get a nice layer underneath it. So we'll put screen in there. Doesn't need much, just a nice layer in there for the roots to feed on. The moss bed has done really well on this one. Sometimes they get bad liverwort in them, but this one's in pretty good shape, so it's definitely going to stay. Just need to make sure I get all the roots tucked in, and that's the nice thing about using templates on them. Pots are the same size. Makes it really easy to switch out pots on them. So that's that one ready for the market. So here's another pot that I recently made, and this is one of the best lemon trees that I started from seed. for bonsai. Some of them have good good bonsai shapes, and some of them just don't have it, but this one really did. And this is the clay pot that I made, and it has a little crack in it. So I'm going to put this one into this pot for the market. The last thing I want to do is sell someone a pot with a crack in it. So this one is a little bit deeper than this, so I know I can put about 1 inch of soil into this one. Should make it really happy. And it should pop right out of here. Don't really need to do anything to this one except just put it on top of that nice bed of soil. It'll find its way. So this is the liverwort that I'm always fighting. If I leave it in the pot with the moss, it'll win. It'll take over. So it's just one of those. It's the weed of the moss world. Maybe just a little more. I always want to make sure they're sitting up nice and high because they're always going to settle in the pot. Once it gets watered in, it'll settle in there. The nice thing about this moss is it doesn't have roots, so it never connects to the dirt to where you can't pull it up and tuck some dirt under it. It's a nice thing about it. So this one's got a few. Now I want to take these lower branches off. It's always a good idea. So that would make a really good cutting. I do have quite a few of these now from cuttings. So that one I'll save for a cutting. And this one will make a good cutting. So just doing that opens up the trunk quite a bit. It's all about the view of the trunk on these things. A couple of dead branches in there. Give this one a good drink. I'll have to get the pump sprayer to clean this rim. Does a good job on them. So this tree is going to be going to the market. This is a blue spruce. It's done really well. It's a beautiful tree. So I hope if you're in the Halifax area that I might get to meet you tomorrow. We'll also be at Hubbard's on Saturday for our usual market. But tomorrow morning it's 9 to noon in Chester. Hope everyone's having a great bonsai day. And I'll see you next time on Bonsai by the Sea.